Hey, folks, time for some Delphi update. Let's talk about the Ricci Davis letters. They were released yesterday or the day before, something of the sort. And what is claimed by Max Lewis on, I guess, where is he? CBS, Fox 59. Oh, it's very bad for Rick Allen. Oh, it's so bad for Rick Allen. If it's really that bad for Rick Allen, then why was it not released before trial to the defense? Well, the claim here is that Ricci, Davis, told prosecutor Nicholas Mcleland that he was critical of Andrew Baldwin, and he believed Richard Allen killed Abby and Libby. This is what Max Lewis presents over at X. Again, this sounds like clear cut. Why wasn't this presented as evidence at trial? Well, folks, it is because Ricci Davis believed Rick Allen was the third guy. He believed that Ron Logan and Kevin Clegan Klein were the two main perpetrators, and that Rick Allen was the third guy in those letters. Allegedly. Haven't seen them. Not released yet. But there are 6 of them. And only referencing... This is cherry picking, folks. Absolute cherry picking. Only pick out, oh, that fits. Oh, that fits. And ignore the rest. Just as the prosecution in the Delphi case. And the investigators in the Delphi case. Only pick out the teeny tiny bits that fits, lie about the rest, and try to hide it from the public. This is what I believe that Nicholas Mcleland did. He hoped those letters would never see the light of day. Why? Because it was not according to the theory he told the jury. He couldn't risk Ricci Davis on the stand pointing out Ron Logan and Keegan Klein. Because that would contradict everything he tried to bring to the court, to the jury. So Mcleland hid it. Like so many other things, he hid it, hoping it would not reach the public. Now it has. Well, soon it has. And this, I don't care if you believe Rick Allen is the guiltiest guilty of all the guilties in the entire world. If you're okay with this, you're wrong. You should be appalled, because this is exculpatory in the sense of this trial. Because the prosecution's theory was that Rick Allen acted alone. Completely alone. No help from Ron Logan, no help from King and Klein, all alone. But all of a sudden you have here, then this, remember folks, this Ricci Davis, the inmate, goes back to 2017. when he talked to Ron Logan. So instead of listening to Mac Lewis, check what's actually in those letters and what Ricci Davis actually have said, which is he believed Ron Logan and Keegan Kline was the main perpetrators and that Rick Allen was the third guy. Now, how did he believe this? Well, back in 2017, he allegedly spoke to Ron Logan, and after a while, Ron Logan started to spill the beans. And in those conversations were things that only a killer would have known. The box cutters, for example. And then, sometime later, here he is again, Ricci Davis, talking to Keegan Kline, realizing, oh, this guy is involved in it too, because of information only a killer would have known. Remember, folks, Keegan Kline is the guy who lured the girls there for a supposed meeting. We know this. We already know this. But the investigator said, nah, we don't believe him. Well, all of a sudden, you have a clear connection between Keegan Kline and Ron Logan through, allegedly again, because we don't know yet, sharing of CP through burner phones with each other, according to Ricci Davis. Allegedly. I keep saying allegedly because we don't know, because it's not released. Still, to this day, 4 months after the trial, 3 months after sentencing, Judge Gull keeps trying to keep everybody in the dark. And why does she do this? I guess she hopes Rick Allen will die in prison, like she hoped he would do before trial. That's just a guess. I wouldn't be surprised if it is actually correct, because in my opinion, Judge Gull is just evil. Uses the robe and her position to get anybody into prison, no matter who it is. Now, what now? What now? When these letters are out there? Well, first of all, it is a clear Brady violation. I don't care what Mcleland says. Oh, these were inculpatory because Ricci Davis says that Rick Allen was the killer. Yeah, that's not true, is it? You remove the part where Ricci Davis thought he was the third guy. That, in the sense of this trial, is exculpatory because it ruins the state's case. Now, the prosecution could have prosecuted him as one of three guys. They could have. It would have been even worse than it is now, but they could have. But they chose not to. So in that regard, they hid exculpatory evidence from the defense. Clear Brady violation. Should render Rick Allen at least a new trial. Where because if the Ricci Davis letters are have to be let in by a higher court as exculpatory evidence, then Judge Gull, because Judge Gull, unless she retires, will preside over the next trial as well. But with these letters, all of a sudden, it's game over for Judge Gull, claiming there is no nexus to a third-party culprit. It wasn't before, But with the Ricci Davis letters, it's completely gone. Now, this is no guarantee because Judge Gull is Judge Gull. She will rule as she does. Rick Allen will still be in prison, probably, for years. Years. I hope he survives long enough to see this go back to trial. I hope, in this case, I almost hope it takes time. Because the longer Rick Allen survives in prison, the higher the chance is that Judge Gull will no longer be a judge. Because I don't think Judge Gull will change her mind. She will keep doing this garbage that she does. The garbage ruling, protecting the corrupt investigators. She will keep doing that. And it's infuriating, but that's also the reality. That Rick Allen never stood a chance with Judge Gull. And with Judge Gull presiding over a second trial, probably won't stand a chance again. So we are looking at Rick Allen maybe being in prison 10, 15 years, maybe even more, until Judge Gull is gone. Mcleland, I don't know where he ends up. Corrupt cops have a tendency to die young. We can always hope for that. Holman, he is getting older. He's fatter than I am. So time is what Rick Allen hopefully has on his side. But it won't help. Because even though he might eventually be released as an innocent man, he will have lost years with his family, with his daughter, that he can never get back. He will miss everything just because asshole man, Mcleland, and Judge Gull decided to frame Rick Allen. That's reality, sadly. But that's the update I have for you. I hope to have more updates because the Delphi case will keep going. Until next stream or video, have a good one and talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.